The United States has 2 friendlies coming up against Morocco and then Uruguay before starting their Nations League campaign. Now, Gregg Berhalter has recently stated in an interview that there is going to be a dual national that doesn't have international senior level experience that's going to be called up for the first time. And I think there are a lot of rumors going around, but it seems like Malik Tillman from Bayern Munich is going to be that dual national. So today we're going to take a deeper look into who Malik Tillman is and what his strengths and weaknesses are on the field, and potentially what he can bring to the US men's national team if he chooses to represent the US. The 19-year-old phenom already has a goal in the DFB Pokal for Bayern Munich, and he made a substitution appearance in their 3-0 win over Barcelona in the Champions League, so he's already being trusted in big moments. What's up everyone, my name is Jake and you're watching FIFAmerica. I am a USSF and English FA licensed coach. I love to break down the game, especially as it relates to the US men's national team, our players, and our coaches. Thanks so much for watching, and if that's what you like, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Like the video so more people can find it, and let's get to learning more about Malik Tillman. This Malik Tillman scouting report is brought to you by our partners at BetOnline. They continue to be the #1 source for all of your betting needs and sports information. Find all of the latest sports developments, including updated odds on the NBA and NHL playoffs, Major League Baseball, fights, and even next season's NFL futures. And don't forget this weekend, as the Run to the Roses is on at the Kentucky Derby, BetOnline is your continued source for all of your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casinos and poker games. It's super easy to get started, so head to the website today or use your mobile device to join and use our promo code BELIEVE. That's BLEAV to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts. Malik Tillman was born in Germany to a German mother and an American service father. He's the younger brother of Timothy Tillman, who's currently teammates with another US international, Julian Green, at Greuther Fürth, but they are in a relegation battle. Not even a battle, they're going to be relegated this year. And that's actually where our story for Malik Tillman starts, at Fürth. Timothy and Malik both grew up in the Fürth Academy system. Timothy made his way to Bayern Munich and Malik soon followed. Now, it didn't necessarily work out for Timothy. He wasn't getting the minutes that he wanted, and he asked to be sold back to his boyhood club at Fürth, which is where he is now, again on his team with Julian Green. Now, Malik Tillman, however, has moved up the ranks extremely quickly from U17 teams and is now a staple player in their 2-team Bayern Munich 2, who have played in Liga 3, and that's the level where he's at right now. He's getting some minutes off the bench, he's making the bench for Bayern Munich, but he's really not seen as a player to come in and make an impact as a substitute. Now, he has represented the US at U15 levels, but ever since then he's represented Germany at U17, U19, and U23 levels, including in official UEFA competitions. Now, with the new FIFA regulations in terms of dual nationalities and nationality switching, it does look like if he wanted to play for the US, he would need to file a one-time switch. So I expect that if he does come into camp with the US men's national team, it'll be more like a come and see type of deal instead of a come and play for us. Now, if he wants to commit and play in one of those friendlies and make the one-time switch, that will commit him for the rest of his life. But I think if he does come into one of these camps, it will be more about just seeing what the team is like, getting to meet Greg, getting to meet the other players. And honestly, because of the US's number 9 problems, Malik Tillman, we'll see later, could potentially have an outside chance of being in the World Cup squad if he performs throughout the rest of this year. There is a wrinkle to that though. He's being brought in as a number 9 for the US men's national team, but in the team that he plays with right now, Bayern Munich 2, he's really seen as an advanced midfielder, and he hasn't played as center forward or striker in the last 2 years. He'll inevitably draw conclusions and comparisons to Jesus Ferreira, who plays in that very similar position, more of an advanced forward playing underneath a striker. But we've seen Jesus Ferreira even last night get another goal and add to his tally that he can move into that striker position. I think Malik Tillman has a very similar skill set, but he's a bit more of a powerful runner going forward, and we'll see some of that in the clips later on when we do a scouting report. Malik Tillman is excellent in the build-up, has a deadly right foot, and has an incredibly high soccer IQ. However, when he's played with the senior teams, he hasn't necessarily put it all together, and it seems like the physicality of the Bundesliga is difficult for him to understand what speed of play he needs to be playing at. While it's just a bit too much for him at the moment, I actually don't think he's that far off from the level. Bayern Munich is going to expect any starters or impact subs to be playing at basically a world-class level, and Malik Tillman is not there yet. He's probably 2 to 4 years off, but again, if we can have a 22, 21-year-old playing at Bayern Munich, committed to the US and getting minutes at a number 9 position, because Robert Lewandowski is going to be moving in the summer, it looks like, Malik Tillman might get his chances at Bayern Munich next season. Now let's take a look at some of his strengths in front of goal and see how that might translate to the senior level. Alright guys, now we're going to take a look at Malik Tillman. These are going to be clips that were from some of the UEFA competitions with Germany and some of his time at Bayern Munich 2 and the senior level club. Alright, so Malik Tillman is going to be the number 10 at the top of the box here, and we're going to see how he uses this deadly right foot to place it into the far corner. Now in this one, I want you guys to focus on how much he uses his body to open up the space and wait until there's a moment to shoot between the defenders, even though there are 3 or 4 in front of him. He just waits for the perfect time to slot it through, and again, a really nice shot with his right foot. But look again, just his body shape, the way that he's drawing defenders in, and he still waits for the right moment to shoot it through. All right, on this one guys, I want you to again just watch the way that he uses his body in the box, make space for himself for the right-footed shot, and just his IQ to understand the space that he needs to get get a clean shot off. Again, holds off the defender, puts the shot exactly where he needs to, and here we're going to see the addition of his pressing game. Now that's him with the goal, but we will see in the next 2 goals, I believe, how incredibly impressive he is in pressing, being able to pick his moments, and this is going to be a really important skill if he chooses to play for the US, because we play in this pressing attacking style. Now this is his goal in the DFB Pokal. This was a 12-0 victory for Bayern Munich, but this is, I believe, the 6th goal. The way that he just identifies the way that the defender is going to play this ball, and it's no easy task. He is playing with the senior Bayern Munich team against Werder Bremen, I believe, and that is a really nice play and still has room to finish. Now again, picks his moment, the keeper makes a mistake, and he is there to press the ball back into the net. All right, we're going to switch a bit from the press now and just switch a bit to his soccer IQ. In this first one, we're going to see how he uses his body to just let the ball run across himself. It makes space, and he uses that momentum with the ball to actually finish with his left foot this time. It's number 17 here. And again, a beautifully placed shot into the corner side netting. Just watch the way he uses the ball to run across his body, takes the goalkeeper out, and puts a really nice shot on goal. All right, on this goal, guys, make sure you watch him from the far side top of the box. The way that he identifies the dangerous space, and even though it's rolled across the 6-yard box, he has to adjust his body, put his body backwards, and move his feet in a way that allows him to get a goal and put the ball into the net. This, again, it's a soccer IQ not just to find the dangerous space, but to be able to put that ball into the back of the net, even though the pass is just a tiny bit behind you, using your body. Just very smart from Malik Tillman in terms of using his body and being able to get that shot off effectively. Now we've seen him score with his right, we've seen him score with his left, we've seen him score pressing. Now let's watch just how he scores with his head. And again, because this is in the soccer IQ portion of this scouting video, make sure to pay attention to how he puts the ball into the ground. Now, when you're heading the ball from short range, the way that you want to hit the ball is into the ground at the point where the goalkeeper doesn't know if he needs to save it with his hands or save it with his feet. So even though it might be close to the goalkeeper, the way he puts the ball into the ground, it leaves the keeper with no ability to save the goal. And again, with his right, with his left, and now we see with his head, just the way that he was able to put that right into the ground, exactly the way that you need to put these headers into the goal. All right, on this last one, we're just going to show pure technique because he takes a volley out of the air, plucks it out, and puts a really nice shot on goal. but it's also his movement, the way that he tracks inside into the box, leaves the defender at the penalty spot, and is still able to get a really nice shot off with his right foot. Let's watch this again from a different angle. Just a really, really nice finish from Malik Tillman there. Now we're going to take a look at Malik Tillman's ability to dribble and pass in the offensive third. And again, when he's playing at that U23 skill level, he is a powerful dribbler that makes a huge impact at an advanced midfielder role. But we'll see in some of these clips that when he has to play against senior level quality players, he plays a bit too slow and he doesn't really understand the physicality and the speed of the game. So let's take a look at some of these here. Now, just the way he's able to find the pocket of space and the pass when he receives it to turn is even better. Look at this pass here. Oh, between two defenders, that is chef's kiss. Again, this is going to be a wall pass, so he's going to receive the pass, identify that there's a runner in behind, and it's beautifully weighted into the striker. That to me is almost exactly what I would expect from Jesus Ferreira, to be the dangerous point in the box and then drift back to receive the pass. Let maybe Pulisic or Paul Areola or Brenden Aaronson, Timothy Weah run in behind with that wall pass. That is something Malik Tillman does really, really well. Okay, now look at these dribbles here. Again, this is against U23 level competition. When he is playing against this level of competition, he is such a strong and powerful dribbler. Again, just his first touch is immaculate at this level. The ability to beat a player and get a shot off is going to be really important for the US playing in an advanced midfielder role, a striker role. Honestly, if he comes into the US, he's going to be a number 9 option, but it's going to be really interesting just because he has a lot of the same tendencies that our other players have, like Jesus Ferreira and Christian Pulisic, to drop in a bit deeper and receive the ball and then beat some players on the track. Guys, this is going to be one of my favorite clips that I show you guys. The way that he receives this pass, he's at the center circle right now. He doesn't look open at all, but his teammates trust him to receive this ball. And it's almost Toni Kroos-esque the way that he's able to get away from two defenders and put himself into a really nice position in the center of the park to see the rest of the field. You can see why he's such a highly touted individual in Germany's system and at Bayern Munich. Again, just a really nice first touch wall pass to an attacking player, and this is now at a senior level. We'll see him try and beat some players, but he's going to struggle a little bit here. Gets the ball taken from him. Again, the dribbles and the first touches, the speed of the game, the physicality, it just seems like you can see how much more difficult it is for him at this level. Now on this one, he's actually going to do a bit better, and we'll see him take some of those dribbles on. And maybe Lewandowski could have done a little bit better there, and he could have had some assists in the Bundesliga last season. Now again, you can see there the way that he tried that pass, you know that the IQ is there. That is the right pass to be able to go through that lane and find Lewandowski into the box, but it was just snuffed out by a Mönchengladbach defender. Now again, this is at a senior level. He could have had a few assists already. That to me, again, he just doesn't understand the speed and the effectiveness of defenders at the senior level. Now this one is against Barcelona, again in the Champions League. We're going to see how he should have had an assist to Leroy Sané. Excellent ball, excellent weight of his pass that he used to get the ball to Sané. And I think he's shown glimpses, he's shown enough that at 19 years old, whether it's with the 2 team or the senior team, he's there, he has enough. He probably needs to go on loan to maybe in Augsburg or Stuttgart next season, somewhere in the first division, but he's not at Bayern Munich's level right now. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned more about Malik Tillman, who is potentially the mystery dual national number 9 that will be joining the US in our June friendlies against Morocco and Uruguay. Guys, like the video so more people can find it. Subscribe if you want more USMNT content and scouting reports like this. Thanks so much, and I'll see everyone next time on FIFAmerica. Peace.